Senator Ted Cruz joins me now. Senator, I've never seen Lindsey Graham so happy as I saw him there on Air Force One talking about toppling these dictators. What is next?
Well, listen, Saturday was a great day for America. It was a great day for Venezuela, a great day for the world. Maduro is a thug. He's a narco-terrorist. He was indicted for trafficking thousands of tons of cocaine into the United States. He has blood on his hands. And what we saw executed on January 3rd was extraordinary. The military precision to go in with 150 aircraft into a crowded metropolis. Caracas has 5 million people to land in a major military base, to take out the Cuban bodyguards, to apprehend Maduro and his wife, and to get out without losing a single U.S. serviceman or woman is extraordinary. I actually spoke with President Trump this evening about it, and I told him this was a moment of incredible strength for the commander-in-chief. And I got to tell you, Jesse, every enemy of America, from Russia to China to Colombia to Cuba to North Korea to Iran, they're all looking at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And I got to tell you, they are very frightened of the commander-in-chief and the military capacity. There is no other military on the face of the planet that could carry out what our American servicemen and women did in the early hours of Saturday morning, and that was just extraordinary.
Yeah, I am in awe of Delta Force, every branch of the U.S. military, and really the president and his team deserve a lot of credit. That was a really gutsy call. And
absolutely.
Thank God that went flawlessly. The oil that's sitting underneath Venezuela and off the coast, it's massive. Why is that so critical to American economic and national security interests?
Well, Venezuela has massive natural resources. As you mentioned, it has the largest proven oil reserves in the world. It also has the largest reserves of gold in the world. It's an extraordinarily blessed country. I'll give you an amazing statistic. Do you know where Venezuela ranked in the world in terms of GDP per capita in the year 1950?
You got me.
Number 4.
Wow.
Number 4. In 1950, you had the United States, you had Switzerland, you had New Zealand, and Venezuela was number 4. And what happened is first Hugo Chavez and then Nicolas Maduro, both communists, came in, utterly destroyed the economy, took what was a rich, prosperous country and drove the economy into the gutter. Communism is a disaster. It doesn't work. Comrade Mandami in New York doesn't understand that. He wants to emulate what Maduro did. You know, Venezuela has had more than 8 million people flee its country because the communists have wreaked such damage. And one of the many things that is so consequential about President Trump arresting Maduro is I am hopeful it will, in short order, lead to free and fair elections in Venezuela where they can democratically elect a leader and have a free market capitalist systems where they can develop those resources, I hope in close cooperation with the United States. That will benefit the people of Venezuela, but also very much benefit America. And there's a reason, Jesse, that Russia and China and Iran were all in Venezuela because they want a major beachhead in the Western Hemisphere. And President Trump acted decisively to say, get out of the Western Hemisphere. It's not yours, and we don't want that threat to the south of us.
Yeah, decisively and realistically. He's not rushing the democracy experiment right away, and I think that's cautious and prudent. And we'll see how it all plays out. Senator, great to talk to you again. Great job by the U.S. military.
Thanks, Jesse.
What a great and perfect operation. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.